Good morning. Today we are going to solve free response question number 4 from the 2016 AP Physics 1 exam. Bobby, please read the problem through part A.
Flippin' physics.
A circuit contains a battery and 4 identical resistors arranged as shown in the diagram. Part A, rank the magnitude of the potential difference across each resistor from greatest to least. If any resistors have potential differences with the same magnitude, state that explicitly. Briefly explain your reasoning. And then it says ranking, with a space for us to rank the electric potential differences, and then brief explanation with a space for our brief explanation.
Thanks, Bobby. Billy, please give us your rankings of the electric potential differences across the 4 resistors.
Absolutely. Well, I think I need to figure out what the ranking is before I rank them. I mean, that means I need to explain my rankings first, right, Mr. P?
Exactly, Billy. You cannot rank the electric potential differences without first figuring out how to rank them. So please, do not feel you need to do the parts of each problem in the order they are presented. Clearly, with this problem, it is better to give your brief explanation before answering the ranking question. Billy?
Okay, well, let's start with the electric potential color coding technique. Starting at the positive terminal of the battery, color the wire in red until you get to the next circuit element, which is resistor A. And then, starting at the negative terminal of the battery, color the wire blue until you get to the next circuit element, which is resistor D. Well, let's go back to resistor A. We know there is an electric potential drop to the left across resistor A because the current will be going to the left through resistor A. Conventional current goes away from the positive terminal of the battery. Therefore, the color needs to go to the next color in the rainbow, which from red is orange. So from the left side of resistor A, color the wires orange until we get to the next circuit elements, which are resistors B and C. And let's go back to resistor D. We know current will be going to the right across resistor D. Conventional current goes toward the negative terminal of the battery. So as we go to the left across resistor D, opposite the direction of the current, the electric potential will go up. So the color goes from blue to green. Color the wires green from the left to the left of resistor D until we get to the next circuit elements, which are resistors B and C. And now we can tell the electric potential differences across B and C are the same. They both go from orange to green, so B and C are in parallel. We can replace resistors B and C with an equivalent resistor BC. And now we can more easily see that resistors A, D, and equivalent resistor BC are all in series.
That is great, Billy. But I do want to point out that the electric potential color coding method just gives us a basic idea of the electric potentials in a circuit. However, it does not give us the magnitudes of the electric potential differences. For example, this does not by itself help us compare the electric potential differences between resistors A and D. What this does is it sets us up to answer part A, but realize we have yet to answer anything. This is actually not unusual for physics problems, and you should always take time to think before you start answering. Bo, could you please now answer part A? Please give us your explanation and rank the electric potential differences across each resistor.
Sure. Let's write out our brief explanation as, because they are all in series, the currents through resistor A, resistor D, and equivalent resistor BC are all the same.
Because electric potential difference equals current times resistance, and the resistances of A and D are equal, and the currents through A and D are equal, the electric potential differences across A and D are equal. Resistors B and C are in parallel, so they have equal electric potential differences. And the current is split between those two resistors. Therefore, the currents through B and C are less than the current through A and D. Therefore, the electric potential differences across B and C are less than the electric potential differences across A and B. And then write for our ranking, electric potential difference A equals electric potential difference D which is greater than electric potential difference B, which equals electric potential difference C.
Very nice, Bo. Bobby, could you please read and answer part B?
Resistor B is now removed from the circuit, and there is no connection between the wires that were attached to it. The new circuit diagram is shown. Part B, when resistor B is removed, does the current through resistor A increase, decrease, or remain the same? Briefly explain your reasoning. Well, we know adding a resistor in parallel decreases the resistance of the circuit. Because the equivalent resistance BC of the two resistors in parallel is less than the resistance of just resistor C, removing resistor B from the circuit increases the equivalent resistance of the circuit. From there, we know the terminal voltage of the battery is constant. Increasing the resistance of the circuit decreases the current delivered by the battery. The current delivered by the battery is the same as the current through resistor A. Therefore, the current through resistor A decreases. Put a mark next to decrease, and I think my explanation is done. So that's it for part B.
Great, Bobby. Thanks. Billy, could you please read and answer part C?
Part C. When resistor B is removed, does the current through resistor C increase, decrease, or remain the same? Briefly explain your reasoning. Okay, right. Because resistor B was removed, resistor C now receives all the current delivered by the battery. However, we have already shown in part B that the current delivered by the battery decreases. We know that current increases due to the fact that the current is no longer split between resistors B and C. However, we also know the current delivered by the battery decreases because of the increase in equivalent resistance of the circuit. We now have to determine which causes a greater change in current through resistor C.
That is correct, Billy. And considering none of the 3 sample student responses provided by the College Board had a solution that determined which caused a greater change in current through resistor C, I'm guessing very few students got this part of the problem correct. But don't you worry, we are going to solve it. Who has an idea?
Could we use Kirchhoff's loop rule?
How?
Well, we know the electric potential difference around a loop equals 0, so we should be able to use that to compare the electric potential difference across resistor C both before and after resistor B is removed from the circuit.
That sounds good, Bobby. Please do that.
Okay, well, we need 2 loops, one before and one after B is removed. Let's not label the loops A and B, that would be confusing. Let's label the loops 1 and 2, loop 1 before and loop 2 after resistor B is removed from the circuit. Use Kirchhoff's loop rule. Loop 1 is before B is removed from the circuit with the equivalent resistor BC. And then write out the equation electric potential difference around loop 1 equals 0, which equals the terminal voltage across the battery minus the electric potential difference across resistor A. And add a 1 to that because the electric potential difference will change after B is removed. Minus electric potential difference across equivalent resistor BC minus electric potential difference across D1. That means the electric potential difference across BC equals the terminal voltage minus electric potential difference across A1 minus electric potential difference across D1.
And that equals the electric potential difference across C during part 1 before resistor B is removed.
Right, because before B was removed, the electric potential difference across equivalent resistor BC is the same as the electric potential difference across B and C.
Y'all are doing well so far. Bo, please keep going from there.
Well, now we need to use Kirchhoff's loop rule around loop 2 after B is removed from the circuit. So,
loop 2 is after B is removed from the circuit, and then the equation. Voltage around loop 2 equals 0, which equals the terminal voltage minus voltage across A2 minus voltage across C2 minus voltage across D2. That means voltage across C2 equals terminal voltage minus voltage across A2 minus voltage across D2. But I'm not really sure how that helps.
Oh, I see it. Right. From part B, we know the current through A and D has decreased. Therefore, the electric potential differences across A and D have also decreased. Therefore, we can see from our two Kirchhoff's loop rule equations that the electric potential difference across C has increased. Because electric potential difference equals current times resistance, and the resistance of C has not changed, the current through C must have increased. And put a mark next to increase.
Very nice, everybody. Now, I do have a bit to say about grading. Part A is worth 3 points. Parts B and C are each worth 2 points, and each have this sentence in the scoring guidelines. If the wrong answer is selected, up to 1 point can still be earned. In other words, you could put a mark next to the incorrect answer and still get 1 point if your explanation has correct reasoning in it. Looking at part C specifically, we get 1 point for simply answering, because resistor B was removed, resistor C now receives all the current delivered by the battery. The rest of the answer in this problem was worth 1 point. So please, notice how much time it took to get the last point for part C. Sometimes, if the problem is seeming overly long and complicated, I do actually recommend you pause. Make sure you are answering every part of every question on the exam, and, if you have time, come back to the overly long and complicated answer you were working on. You have to make sure you give at least some answer to every part of every question and not get so caught up in completely answering one part of one question that you do not finish the exam.
Thanks, Mr. Pete. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
You are welcome. Thank you very much for learning with me today. I enjoyed learning with you.